Hello everybody, welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be the weekly astrology forecast. We're going to talk about some of the energies coming in for the week ahead, and then I'm going to break it down by element: earth, air, water, and fire, and we're going to pull into the elemental collective to see what other kind of messages need to come through. Let's talk about these energies, because the energies are building when it comes to activating our crystalline light body. And we have this powerful Sagittarius full moon, which is kind of launching us all into our higher soul purpose. So many of us have been feeling this energy building, and I feel with the full moon and Mars conjunct Chiron, we're kind of being asked to release any past letdowns in order to open up to our highest divine potential. So the intensity is building, and then we are kind of preparing for the summer solstice on the 22nd. So we're going to be feeling this heavy, intense energy throughout the week, and the energy is pushing for this big purge. So if you're not feeling really good, that's likely to be expected. And so you can always go into meditation to release any negative energy so we can kind of move forward into these higher states of transcendence. Sagittarius is all about states of transcendence. And so I feel it's all about shifting our mindset, stepping into new belief patterns, because when we talk about the Gemini Sagittarius axis, we're kind of being asked to release any limiting beliefs. If we've been feeling restricted and blocked, I think everything's kind of coming to the surface to show us what needs to kind of be released. So this full moon might be showing up with some extra emotional heaviness, some sadness, especially when it comes to some past disappointments or any past regrets that are coming up to be addressed. So today, Mercury is entering back into Gemini. So what's going to happen when Mercury enters into Gemini? I feel get ready to receive an important message. I feel it's coming in with this massive revelation. It's a climactic energy is kind of what I'm feeling, especially in combination with the full moon in Sag. So I think get ready for some light to shine down, bringing forward clarity, especially if it's linked to your 7th house of partnership. So you're going to want to pay attention where you have Gemini and Sag in your natal chart, and where this push is kind of going to get you moving in a new direction. So you might find relationships becoming stronger, or relationships being let go of where there's been kind of like this limiting perception or this demand of love and respect that we kind of all deserve. So what I kept hearing was it's a brand new beginning. We're in the precipice of this 0 point energy for this brand new beginning. So with Mercury re-entering its home sign after going backwards, into Taurus in the recent retrograde energy, this is like a new beginning again. So I feel we're being asked to fully let go of whatever's been showing up in the last several weeks regarding our mindset, our beliefs, and whatever you've been reevaluating and releasing. I feel this is opening up the doorway for a chance to kind of start over, but you're going to want to choose consciously. You're not going to want to make a choice based on some outworn beliefs or some outworn relationship patterns, especially when it comes to any codependency habits or situations that were kind of showing up during the retrograde to be addressed. So with Mercury back in Gemini, it's going to show us where we've kind of been misled and we went down the pathway of a false start. And so I think a lot of clear thought processing. I feel confusion is kind of settling down. Things are, lifting when it comes to any fogginess. And so we're all kind of being asked to apply a level of self-mastery in the energies this week. You're going to want to stay focused. You're going to want to be mindful of the thoughts that are coming forward, because our thoughts are going to be rapidly manifesting our reality this week. And with all of these Sagittarius energies, it's about, this launch. We're being launched forward, and we're all kind of being asked to trust that the universe is always going to have our back. And we will always land on our feet, no matter what kind of chaos and conflict is coming up in the energies. So trust that you always will receive that cosmic support from your team, as long as you're willing to make steps in the right direction for progression on the journey. So let's talk about this full moon in Sag, because I feel it's bringing forward all kinds of revelations. And it is going to be a super moon. It is called the strawberry full moon. And so I feel with it being in the sign of the Archer, we're all being asked to point our heart towards fruitful successes. And so where do you have Sag in your chart? So for me, I have Sagittarius in Neptune. My Neptune is in Sag, and I also have Sag in my 10th house. So I'm dealing with 10th house of career, midhaven, and 4th house in Gemini with my deep roots. So check out your natal chart. Where do you have Gemini and Sag? Because it's going to be illuminating issues in those two houses. So even if you have no particular goals or objectives in the works for the future, I think get ready to find some inspiration in the energies this week. Get ready to take a philosophical look at your life and what it is that you want to bring forward for the future. So with Sagittarius ruled by Jupiter, it's all about the big picture, a lot of expansive energy on the horizon, where we're all being asked to broaden our perspective and to approach life with healthy optimism. So revelation, maybe you will start to become a visionary yourself, but we're all being asked to aim for something new, something exciting, and to get out there in the world and to expand and to explore. Sagittarius is all about exploration. So life's strawberries are ripe and are waiting for us all. So take a chance is another big message. When it comes to love, we're being asked to foster a loving heart, because there are plenty of love vibrations being added into the mix and the energies. And so it is a very heart-centered time for the collective this week. So we're kind of being asked to release any attachments and to focus on all kinds of love by going deep within the heart chakra. So we're being asked to be courageous, to share this new loving vibration with as many people as we can, especially those that are in need of love the most. So embrace this energy. I feel accept any challenges with a grain of salt, and get ready to celebrate your journey of life and to feel this loving energy in and around you. So I feel with the moon and Jupiter at this finger point, with this full moon, there's a particular configuration going on indicating expansion through emotional intelligence. So having a big heart is going to be key to meeting any difficulties if you've been feeling stuck, or if you've been feeling like your world's been crumbling to pieces recently. So get ready for a catalytic event to kind of point you in the right direction. You might be feeling like you're being pushed off the edge, but it is about outwardly expressing our emotions. So get ready for some melodrama, to be honest. And I feel whatever's coming up, we're going to be loud, we're going to be boisterous, because we want to make sure that we are heard. So a lot of increased awareness coming through in the energies as well when it pertains to all matters of children is another energy that came through. So we're all going to become more fully aware of what's been lacking, what's been missing in our lives, particularly related to esoteric learning and adventure. Spirited living is another big message. Communicating and sharing. So Gemini Sag polarity, it is a mental axis. Gemini represents the lower ego mind, and Sagittarius represents the higher ego mind. And so the Gemini sun energy is encouraging us to think logically, while the Sagittarius moon is persuading us to go into our intuition and to think in a broader manner. And so the energy is symbolizing this quest for meaning in our life, to kind of embrace being in the here and now. And so Gemini can be quite comfortable when it comes to its immediate environment, while Sag is saying, hey, it's kind of time to stimulate yourself when it comes to a new adventure beyond the mundane. And so we cannot neglect either polarities when it comes to this full moon. And so we're being asked to find a balance between the two. And I do feel that, the full moon is saying, hey, it's time to communicate. It's time to communicate. So whatever's been building inside that is needing to be communicated is going to be demanded to be released. And so I feel a lot of illumination and conflict between logic and intuition. And faith is another message. So I feel we're going to be asked to have faith when it comes to these new feelings, these new revelations, because a lot of emotions are going to be coming to the surface, bursting forth in our consciousness. And so it's kind of time for us to fully express ourselves is kind of what I'm feeling. So there's a couple rituals you might want to try. You might want to grab a pen and a paper and jot this down. Some rituals to try. I think really focus this week on balancing your physical environment, whatever's been affecting you in your physical environment. Go through a purge, go through a clearing, go within meditation to reconnect with your psychic energy this week. You're going to want to spend some time in nature and ground the energies as our body is asking to attune to all of these higher frequency flows that are coming in. And you're going to want to practice meditation and deep breathing. So some affirmations you might want to use when it comes to this full moon in Sag, because like huge manifestation energies. So you might want to say, I appreciate this day in my existence precisely as it is in this moment. I own a radiant, fearless, and gifted mind. Every little thing is invariably working out to my advantage. I have limitless potential. I have confidence in my instinct, and I am aware of what I can do in conjunction with the universe. So Wednesday, after the full moon, we're going to have Venus conjunct the North Node and Mars conjunct Chiron. So Venus conjunct the North Node can attract many good things into our lives. Many of us enjoy our creature comforts. We enjoy pleasure in our lives. And so I feel the cosmic forces are saying this is an excellent energy of potential to keep establishing further harmony in and around us. So it may also be a time this week where you quite possibly could have a fated encounter and meet a significant partner that will be very much aligned to your soul purpose and spiritual growth. So I also feel creativity is going to be heightened in the energies this week. You might find yourself being interested in music more, perhaps singing or entertaining, the arts, anything that can bring pleasure into the spiritual community. And so with the North Node conjunct Venus, if we're willing to work with all of these Venusian aspects, I think get ready to increase your money. I think physical appearance is going to be coming up to be addressed. And of course, relationships, right? So I know North Node transits are not necessarily easy because it is, a little bit of karma added in there when it comes to maybe any insecurity issues related to self-worth. So I think practicing loving yourself the right way and showing yourself support will be essential in the energies this week, because if you struggle with feeling worthy of love, this is where we get stuck in these relationship patterns where we keep choosing inadequate partners who are just going to reinforce this limiting unconscious belief of not feeling worthy. So I feel, there's always a positive and a negative side. And so do get ready to be triggered when it comes to any envy or jealousy, or where you've been possessive or somebody has been a little bit possessive of you, because whether you are being envied or being envious of somebody else, this is a clear indication that you have an unevolved Venus aspect in your natal chart. And so this often is, a result of painful experiences of rejection in the past. But the only way to heal that is to build up your self-esteem and your self-worth. So another negative side of this aspect with Venus is excess when it comes to overindulgence. So you might be prone to some self-destructive habits in the energies, especially if you're having financial issues, or you struggle, with becoming obsessed about anything. So I feel get ready to reassess all of your relationships. If you're in a relationship, you might want to reassess, is it really right for me? Because I think this is the week to embrace these big changes, because the flow of energy is saying, hey, we have an opportunity to increase our finances, to build those solid relationships. So if there's any kind of imbalance that you've been needing to address, it's likely going to come to the surface this week in order to reestablish harmony and balance in your life. And so when we have a well aspected Venus, get ready to attract whatever you want very easily. It is about equal giving and receiving of affection, but you gotta be in this energy of feeling worthy of receiving love. And so the North Node is a very karmic energy. There's a karmic story playing out in the energies this week, especially if you have a Taurus North Node. So revelations when it comes to your soul's purpose, what qualities you kind of need to develop this lifetime, because we're kind of coming out of that North Node comfort zone and we're being asked to master. We don't want to keep falling back into those South Node patterns all the time. And so the South Node is the opposite point of the North Node. And so I feel this is where we've come from, the South Node. You know, this is from our past reincarnation. And so this is showing us what we need to master this lifetime in order to clear some karmic baggage. And so we can't keep staying where it feels familiar. We can't keep staying in that comfort zone, because growth is never going to happen in that comfort zone. So if you really want to align your life with your North Node, I think it's not going to be a very easy process. But the rewards will be unlimitless when you come out of that comfort zone. And then with Mars, that Mars transit to Chiron, definitely not a pleasant energy at all. And so this is basically bringing anything that's been swept under the carpet, swept under the rug to the surface to be healed and dealt with. So Mars represents the warrior energy. And so I feel a lot of drive being restored, fire, victory. It is also linked to war, fighting, and competition. So we cannot keep overprotecting ourselves either, is another message. We're kind of being asked to follow our instincts, but the energy can become quite aggressive with that Chiron aspect. So if you've lost a sense of dignity in your life, I think the energy is suggesting you got to figure out how to stand up for yourself again. Chiron is showing us where we have this deep masculine wound, where we've not been treated equally in our lives. And so I feel this is an important day to work with these energies when it comes to any past traumatic experiences and any past suffering that we've kind of had to endure. And so get ready to feel any fear related to conflicts. We cannot keep avoiding confrontation from others, though. We kind of have to face everything and, you know, face all of these challenges and find our willpower to release our weaknesses. And so it can trigger a lot of passive aggressive behavior in the energies under that influence. And so anything that you've been avoiding is going to come to the surface. It's kind of time to release all of these painful thoughts and all of these limiting beliefs. And because Mars is the most masculine planet in astrology, this is linked to painful experiences related to men or even just being a man. And so this can also show where you've had any past traumatic experiences involving your sexuality. If you've ever been physically assaulted or abused, this is likely coming up to be addressed in the energies. And so we cannot keep overcompensating for our wounded masculine energy. We kind of got to light this up. We got to go into this distress, and we got to face any threatening, explosive challenges in and around us. So I do feel get ready to be triggered. And the energy is asking us to really reveal where we've been in self-defensive mode, because we're needing to find that balance. If we're always in self-defensive mode, then we're always looking for people that are damaging us. And so we're being asked to be vulnerable again, even if you've experienced some past abuses. So you might feel this energy of feeling disassociated from your body as all of these aspects kind of come up to be addressed. And then on Thursday, June the 16th, we have the Sun trine Saturn and the Sun square Neptune. So you're going to want to be patient. You're going to want to be cautious, especially when it comes to any business dealings. But Saturn transit will also bring a lot of achievement, recognition, and rewards for any past efforts. If you've kind of mastered that lesson, Saturn's going to be bringing forward that gifty. So It is a favorable aspect that is going to inspire our personal strength to, get grounded in a level of self-control. And it is this deep search for independence. So get ready for frustrating anxiety to surface in order to kind of release it, in order to reconcile any energies. And so get ready to face some restrictions, some limitations. And I feel a lot of the energy is saying, hey, it's kind of time to be responsible, to embrace self-discipline, practicality, reliability, and honesty. Honesty is another big thing that's coming up in the energy. So you don't want to miss out on all of these opportunities this week, although Saturnian energy can be very rigid and can serve as a very strict limitation. This is where we're kind of being asked to break free from conformity when it comes to any social values that just aren't working again. And so choosing the right partner is going to be imperative in the energies this week if you really want to go after your goals wholeheartedly. So I feel balance and moderation are going to be two keynotes when it comes to these applying energy, when it comes to our whole lifestyle in its entirety. So you're going to want to reflect on your health, your sense of well-being this week. Have you been feeling respected and loved by others? If not, then maybe it's time to acknowledge what needs to leave your life, because all of the amplified energies are telling us to focus on our self-worth, our self-value, and to really confidently go towards our karmic pathway this lifetime. And with the Sun square Neptune, you're going to feel like you have absolutely no control over yourself or the world around you. And so Neptune rules illusion. And so there's a lot of things being removed from our lives at this point in time. And this is going to create a lot of battles that we're going to have to overcome in order to be confident about ourselves again. So I think get ready to fall victim to some injustices. It is indicating defeat, disappointment, and this could even further erode self-esteem and self-confidence. So we're all being asked to take corrective action. It's likely to be a little bit confusing. If you've been feeling alienated or paranoid, I highly suggest staying away from drugs and alcohol in the energies this week, because we're kind of all being forced to actively deal with our weak spots is another big message. Because when we play into our insecurities, that's when we become gullible to deception, or, we are prone to being bullied or people deceiving us. And so we need to really trust ourselves is another big energy, because if we don't trust ourselves, then our perception is always going to be skewed. So I think another perception that we're working with is guilt. Where do you feel guilty about something? Because we're kind of being asked to, go into any past confusing disappointments and to face them once and for all. So the energy is bringing forward a chance of disillusionment. Over idealization is likely going to lead to loss or scandal or quite possibly slander in the energies. And so in order to counteract these deceptive influences, I highly suggest that you become above board in all of your communication, in all of your dealings. So this is not a time to play into competition because predators are going to easily hone in on your empathic side. And many of us are going to be at a great risk of being taken advantage of. So hypochondria might be another issue to be dealt with in the energies. So just be aware of that. And any personal relationships that have been subject to dishonesty and deception, I think secrets are going to be harder and harder to keep under the rug is another message. And then on Saturday, June the 18th, Venus squares Saturn. So it can often mean luck. If you've been running smoothly in your life, I think, and if you've overcome and endured a lot of the spiritual processing, I think get ready to receive a reward for everything that you have accomplished. So release any criticisms. If you've been criticized, release it. I think the energy is saying it's time to erase the message of unworthiness and to start with those positive manifestations of knowing that we are all worthy of love, but we have to align with those energies. And so When we begin to embrace a more positive self-image, that's when we can begin to embrace maintaining healthy relationships in all areas of our life. So we're being asked to no longer hide our affections, or you might miss out on an opportunity for some great big love this week. And you don't want to miss out on these energies, that's for sure. So I feel you might be feeling a little bit unmotivated this week. Maybe you're feeling a little bit lonely and depressed, and that's totally normal. We go through these cycles. It is absolutely normal. But we always have the choice to allow the energies to pass through us and to embrace a more peaceful existence. So I think get ready for a very difficult week when it comes to maintaining balance in our lives. And I feel with Venus sextile Neptune on Sunday, this is the perfect opportunity to embrace a new passionate romantic encounter, to call in some new soulful groups of friends will be very important at this time, and spiritual love is definitely going to be in focus. So we're going to want to be mindful when it comes to exploring our creativity. We don't want to bring forward too much idealistic energy. That'll be too much for our own good. So get ready to deepen your connection with your inner self this week, with your inner emotions. And the amplification of these energies is going to bring forward meaningful long-term results. So a lot of insights coming in. We're all going to have a better understanding of who we are, those around us, what we need to instill to create solid relationships, especially if, you know, you're trying to manifest a new romantic partnership. It is a lot of soulmate energy. And so matters of the mind are going to be paramount in the energies this week. Overall, so you're going to want to, you know, be mindful and sharpen that thought process. And I also feel get ready for this uncovering or this revelation. It is this 0-point reset, I feel, collectively as we prepare for the solstice gateway. So you're going to want to allow yourself time to reset, to receive all of these higher states of consciousness, all of these light code activations, to be able to reach that 0 point, to go beyond what it is that you believed you were capable of. We are all capable of so much more than we realize. So get ready to see a whole new world manifest right in front of your eyes. We are embracing unconditional love, joy, unity consciousness, and you'd be surprised of everything that is waiting for you on the other side of releasing all of these preconceptions and old beliefs. So I think get ready for some big changes for the week ahead, guys. Okay, we are going to break it down by the elements today. I'm going to start off with Earth. So we're gonna grab 3 crystal stone deck messages for my Earth sign collective, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and this could resonate for any Earth placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We're gonna see what messages need to come through for Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn for the week ahead. What can my Earth sign collective expect with these energies? All right, we got Bloodstone, Serpentine, and Sunstone. Bottom of the deck, unlock your highest potential. Okay, so I think Earth signs, it's really time to power up your vitals. Bloodstone might be a really good stone to work with in the energies this week, especially if you've been feeling overworked or completely drained by some soul-sucking vampires. This is specific for some Capricorn, so if you have some Capricorn in your chart. So I think get ready to embrace doing the important work when it comes to your spiritual, physical, and psychological health. I think somebody here is feeling completely bled dry, and it's time to get back into your body and feeling your damn self again, Earth signs. So you might want to get some sleep. You might want to get some exercise this week, and you're going to want to nourish yourself. So I think it's time for my Earth signs to drag their asses out of the dark and to face anything head on. Hold your chin up. Hold your head up high. Serpentine. Awakening. I feel a lot of my Earth sign collectives are awakening. This might even be linked to some North Node activity with the Taurus North Node. So I feel a lot of Kundalini activations from my Earth signs when it comes to embracing your spiritual self. So you're going to want to go into meditation, because I feel an activation from the base of the spine to the crown of the head taking place for many of my earth signs. And it's kind of time, earth signs, to let go of these tired beliefs, to let go of any stuck, tired energy, because this Kundalini energy is arriving in your life as this invitation to go deep into the healing and to rip that Band-Aid off once and for all. So it's kind of time for my earth signs to release any lingering drama and to take back your shine. Beautiful sunstone. So I feel it's really time for my earth signs to start operating on this higher plane of existence. You might want to go and get some vitamin D. Go out there in the sun. Soak up the light codes. Soak up the solar powered energies coming forward. Because I feel a lot of harvest energy coming through for my earth signs. Life force energy being reactivated, and this boost of stamina coming through. So I think it's time for my earth signs to get busy when it comes to unlocking their fullest potential. So definitely, somebody here might be blowing the lid off too when it comes to feeling stuck. So a lot of higher galactic energies coming in for my earth signs when it comes to our purpose. So let's jump in with some tarot earth signs and clarify some of these energies. We're going to clarify the bloodstone. And we're gonna clarify them one by one to see what other energies need to come through. So power up your vitals for my earth signs. Somebody's been totally blood dry, so I'm curious to see what the cause is of that energy. Page of Pentacles reversed. Three of Swords reversed. King of Swords. So you could be dealing with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It doesn't have to be. But my earth signs, you got some very chaotic energy coming in here. So I think it's time to use your logic. It's time to get really honest with yourself. There's been an imbalance. I feel a lot of my earth signs have been facing all kinds of challenges. And there's a need to stop denying any pain on your heart. Maybe there's a need to have a conversation about a missed opportunity in the past and to do some deep heart healing. The Page of Pentacles in reversed is like, maybe there was a bad investment. Maybe it's time to release something where your heart's just not in it. But I feel a lot of heart healing for my earth signs. And a lot of boundaries are going to be need to put into place, because there's resistance to a brand new cycle as well. You know, maybe it's time to plant those seeds in a new direction, because when it comes to the serpentine energy, there is a need to release a connection that's no longer working. I got two people here not on the same page. They've been playing into challenges, arguments, all kinds of blockages when it comes to, you know, moving forward towards a new beginning. So there very well could be a masculine here harnessing this King of Swords energy. It's like an authority figure energy. And I keep hearing justice. So I kind of feel somebody's been feeling trapped in a connection, feeling tied to something that's no longer working, not on the same page, really wanting to move in a new direction towards victory. But there's a need to speak that into existence, because in order to take back your shine, you're going to have to release this combative energy. I feel a connection here where it's been a lot of arguing, a lot of back and forth, a battle of egos, and there's been blocks to manifesting a happily ever after here. So, you know, this is the ultimate contentment trying to come in, but there's blocks. There's something that needs to be released when it comes to a challenging soulmate connection here. And I think there's been fear of breaking free, because you're going to have to feel the pain. So you're definitely going to want to get grounded. That's my earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, the King of Pentacles. There's somebody here getting ready to speak a whole lot of truth into existence is what I'm feeling with the Eight of Wands. There's going to be a lot of fast forward motion. There's going to be an ending that could very well lead to a Ten of Cups new beginning, but somebody's going to have to get out of their head. Somebody's been all stressed out about a missed opportunity is kind of what I'm feeling. And the time is now to take action. So get ready to receive some communication. You could be this earth sign getting ready to communicate, or you could be waiting to receive communication from somebody where there's not been a lot of talking, where maybe the both of you had to go into healing these past disappointments. but there's going to be an opportunity to build a solid foundation that will lead to a higher level of commitment. So get ready to face that inner wound. Taurus energy, the Hierophant, because it's kind of time to release everything that's no longer working. Absolutely. It's death to the old, birthing the new. So what needs to die away, earth signs, in order for this new beginning? Because you're going through a period of profound life transformation, Scorpio. That's what I got from my earth signs. We're going to get you one last advice card. We're going to get an advice card for each of my earth signs. So we're going to see what other advice needs to come through for Taurus. What else needs to come through for Taurus? Forgiveness heals. Where do you need to offer another forgiveness, Taurus? It's time to release any repressed anger, Taurus, because it's been blocking your health and it's been blocking your happiness that is trying to come in. So forgiveness heals, Taurus. Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn, you got two. Somebody's got to release some control issues, and that is the Devil card, Capricorn. It's time to release any control issues. Utilize your God-given strength and power instead of fearing that others may be trying to control you. So get ready for some healthy communication. Somebody here within the Capricorn collective needs to have a heart-to-heart discussion, and it needs to be clear. It needs to be assertive communication, and pretty soon it will help you understand, and it will also help you be understood by another. So where do you need to clearly communicate within a relationship in order to restore a sense of health? Virgo, ceremonies and celebrations. Okay, my Virgo collective, any major Virgo placements, this is a very important time of life passage, perhaps preparing for a wedding or a spiritual graduation of some sort. So I feel for my Virgos, it is like an initiation energy, a rite of passage. So get ready, because I think my Virgos are manifesting a higher level of commitment. All right, we're going to move on to my air signs next. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We'll see what messages need to come through for my air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. What energies need to come through for the week ahead for my air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius? Claim your space. I think we're dealing with a very empathic air sign collective, and it's kind of time to clear your physical space of any unwanted vibes. You're kind of stepping into manifesting your masterpiece. So where do you need to enhance your vision? Where do you need to soften your heart to love, air signs? So I kind of feel a huge clearing. It's time to tell toxic energies, people, places, and things to get the heck out of your life, air signs, okay? I kind of feel somebody's been trying to search for guidance everywhere but inside with the jet crystals. So it's kind of time to bring all of this into your awareness. Maybe you need to book a hardcore tarot session, air signs, but I kind of feel a lot of high vibration energy is coming in, asking you to maybe reconnect with a wise friend. I think get ready for a lot of triggers to be on the guest list for my air signs for the week ahead. And then we get citrine, which is a sacral chakra stone. So it is this makers of art energy. So I feel if you want to manifest money in your life, this would be an excellent stone, but it is the energy of facing that inner beast. I think get ready to receive a lot of divine ideas, a lot of divine inspirations when it comes to manifesting your dreams into your realities. So I think for my air signs, it's really time to set those intentions and to, know that greatness is out there for everybody. And I think you're encouraged to go after it, air signs. So it's really time for my air signs to get their grind on if they want to start creating the tomorrow of their dreams. And quartz. So quartz will really allow you to enhance your vision. Meditation. This is a really good stone if you have a lot of Gemini placements, because the energies are going to be a little intense for my earth signs when it comes to reprogramming those thought patterns and stepping into being a master manifester. So I think get ready to face limitations of the mind and to confront them head on for my air sign collective. And there's going to be clarity, but you're going to have to release self-doubt, and you're going to have to surrender to the will of the universe, okay? And you're going to want to soften up that heart. So I feel releasing all of these outdated ideas of self. Some of my air sign collective might be, going through a major loss after a relationship has recently expired. And so you're going to want to go into the heart. Even when the heart hurts, we're being asked to feel all of these feelings or signs. And we're being asked to go into the pain and to be gentle with ourselves and to trust that this too shall pass. So let's see what the tarot says for my air signs. What else do my air signs need to be aware of? Claim your space, manifest your masterpiece, enhance your vision. All right, claim your space. Ace of Cups, 10 of Cups. The Emperor, we got a masculine about to claim his happily ever after, and he's coming in with an apology, I feel, for maybe not committing to the path in the past. Interesting. We get the Emperor, Aries energy, with the Ace of Cups and the 10 of Cups, and the Ace does lead to the 10, so we got a masculine about to take charge of a situation. He's looking at big, big love right in front of him, and he's getting ready to claim something that he feels is his that perhaps maybe was walked away from in the past. Somebody's at the crossroads when it comes to manifesting what it is that they want in their life, but it might require an apology of some sort. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, getting ready to take action steps towards bringing forward an apology, because you know what? That third-party interference is coming to a dead stop. It's done, and something is going to be illuminated when it comes to some third-party interference that has created blocks to a new beginning in love. So we definitely got somebody here taking some action, definitely softening their heart. This could be a higher heart activation with that Ace of Cups. There's some big, big love here. So I feel a masculine here that's been hurting, preparing to claim what he feels is his, and coming in for a reconciliation of some sort, because there's going to be a lot of illumination about what's been creating blocks to this apology. And maybe in the past somebody got manipulated, but there's going to be a breakdown of a false foundation, an old belief system, in order for some healing to take place for my air sign collective. So I think get ready to receive a love offer. Somebody's at the crossroads deciding to come forward, and they're coming in saying, hey, I put the brakes on everything that came between us. There's going to be happier times ahead for my air signs. So let's get each of my air signs an individual message. We're going to get you an advice card. We're going to start off with Gemini. What advice needs to come through for my Gemini collective? Gemini. Oh, we got 3. We're not going to take them. We're going to take the one that flipped out. We got calcite. So busy times and manifesting and multitasking. Gemini, it's kind of time to take charge of your situation. You might want to readdress your work-life balance, your schedule. I think it's going to be a very busy time for my Gemini collective, and you're going to want to honestly assess your underlying reasons for being so busy. So we're going to see what needs to come through for Libra. What else does Libra need to be aware of for an advice card? Wellness. I think it's really time to recover your health and wellness. So health is in focus for my Libra collective, and then we get the Amber energy, and it's kind of just time to give it to God. Libra, where do you need to surrender? It's kind of time to take a deep breath, exhale, and release whatever situation has been bothering you. Release it to God for healing and answers for my Libra collective. What other message needs to come through for my Aquarius collective? Aquarius, please. Moldavite. Unconventionality. So I think it's really time to embrace your uniqueness and to embrace your life purpose. It's okay to be different. It's okay to feel different from others. So I think get ready to embrace maybe an unconventional relationship, but there's definitely something very important part of your life purpose, which is going to be taking place in the week ahead for my air signs. Okay, we're going to move on to water now. We're going to move on to the water signs. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. What messages need to come through for my water sign collective? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Any major water sign placements? What messages need to come through for water, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Bottom of the deck, you're going to want to keep your cool, water signs. It's kind of time to sharpen that focus. Show off that sparkle and to expand your consciousness. Beautiful energy. So I think somebody's been perpetually distracted in my water sign collective. So I think it's time to find a vision that's worth sticking to, because somebody here has been feeling like they've been all over the place and maybe constantly dealing with a lot of temptation. So I think it's kind of time to take an uninterrupted break. You might want to finish something that was started a long time ago, but I feel get ready to concentrate on your unique calling here on Earth. I apologize for the noise in the background. I got the roof getting done today. Bailey's barking. Kenzie? I don't know. It's a mess up there. Anyway. Okay, water sign. It's time to get into that heart-centered truth. So I feel a water sign collective here that's been deep into some melancholy, feeling like they're in a rut, feeling like they're in a funk. And it's kind of time to embrace encountering new people, places, and things. I think somebody's been brought down to the gutter level and they've been facing all kinds of crisis energy, and it's time to find your confidence. I think my water signs are getting a big wake-up call when it comes to cleaning up some past baggage and expanding their consciousness. So I kind of feel somebody is coming into their psychic abilities, their psychic awareness when it comes to their healing intuitive gifts. And it's kind of time to translate these energies into inspired written or spoken words. So I feel a soothsayer energy coming through for my water sign collective, and perhaps it's time to speak clearly and straight from the heart. So I kind of feel a lot of energetic messages. There's a water sign here that is a conduit for these mysterious, eternal cosmic energies. And it's kind of time to expand, and you're going to want to keep your cool. So Aquarian energy, you're going to want to keep your cool. You're going to want to find that balance between the head and the heart water signs, because the energy is running hot and heavy. So you might have some fire in your chart, but I feel there's been this underlying unspoken burning desire that somebody's been hanging on to something, and it's kind of time to scream that into existence. So this might be an overly dramatic week for my water signs, but it's kind of time to speak clearly from the heart. Big message. Speak from your heart, because somebody here I feel has lost their voice, and it's long past time to speak this truth into existence, water signs. So get ready to unthaw your heart. Let's see what else needs to come through for my water sign collective. We're going to clarify these energies. So you might want to get yourself some fluorite this week, water signs, some aventurine, or some canvansite or aquamarine will likely help you with these energies to help you sharpen your focus, show off your sparkle, and expand your consciousness, because there is a beautiful union trying to come in, but there's resistance to bringing forward an apology, because maybe there's been some ghosting and some blocked communication. Oh my God, but there's a whole lot of truth coming forward. Perhaps it's time to speak some truth, and I don't think there's been any talking. So this is what we got. We got the Two of Cups with the Five of Pentacles in reverse and the Knight of Cups in reverse. So somebody needs to bring forward an apology, and there's resistance to bringing forward an offer and an apology of some sort, because I feel somebody's been left out in the cold for a very long time. And somebody's been in the dark night of the soul, absolutely. Losing sleep, stress, anxiety, sleepless nights. You know, there's been no joy. There's been no hope. It's feeling like a hopeless situation. I think things are getting worse. But what I love about this is somebody's breaking free from that outdated belief, those old mindsets, breaking free from something that they felt trapped in for maybe 8 months, maybe 2 years. It's hard to say, but I feel there's been no talkie-talkie. There's been resistance to a reconciliation, and maybe somebody's coming in after a long period of not talking saying, hey, everything's changed. I've really addressed those childhood patterns, those unhealthy relationship patterns, and I'm coming in with a lot of truth because I'm ready to do the work. Can we heal this? Can we heal this? So I think get ready to keep your cool. Somebody's breaking free from something they've been stuck in for a very long time. And there's going to be a huge release and an opportunity to build with that clean slate, water signs. So let's get some advice cards for my water sign collective. Keep your cool, sharpen your focus, water signs. You're really going to want to sharpen that focus. So let's get an advice card for my Cancer collective, please. An advice card for Cancer. Spiritual protection. Stay strong in your faith, and forgiveness heals. So definitely somebody is being watched over and protected physically, emotionally, and energetically as they break free from whatever stagnancy has been keeping them all stuck up in their head. And I think forgiveness. I think get ready to release some repressed anger. There's been blocks to your happiness, but somebody's really needing to stay strong in their faith because a positive outcome will be dependent on you keeping a positive mindset, Cancer. So Scorpio, purification and detoxification in order to get you to reveal your true self. So it's kind of time to release any physical or energetic toxins from your life. Could be dealing with a Scorpio collective that's been playing into addiction. So get ready for a level of purification because it's kind of time to reveal who you truly are, Scorpio. It's time to allow others to know the real you and to be able to feel loved for who you truly are. So stepping into authenticity. All right, a message, please, for Pisces, an advice card for Pisces. Maybe it's time to socialize and join into some collective activities. I think it's time to make some healthy and new supportive friendships and connections. And maybe it will involve getting together with a group of like-minded people is kind of what I got for Pisces. All right, fire signs. Last but not least, we're going to see what needs to come through for my fire sign collective. Aries, Leo, Sag. We're going to see what messages need to come through for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Aries, Leo, Sag. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What messages do my fire sign collective need to be aware of for the week ahead? Sugilite, tourmaline quartz, smoky quartz. I think get ready to stretch the limits of your imagination, fire sign. It's time to restore your perfect light and to arm yourself in your spiritual warrior energy because your pathway to enlightenment is getting cleared with selenite. So a lot of electric energy. I think somebody's been in this black void, and it's kind of time to illuminate whatever it is you need to leave behind in order to bring in this new reality. So I think somebody's planning to escape some confines when it comes to some space that they've been connected with, and growing that light. And the light grows brighter by lighting another light, fire signs. So I think somebody's being called to take their spiritual practice to a whole new level. It can be so easy sometimes, fire signs, to stay stuck in that comfort zone or a status quo foundation, but I think it's kind of time to embrace the unknown out there where all of this unlimited potential exists. So get ready to embrace some blissed out possibilities. And the energy is lighting that way there in order for you to find your fighting power again. So the energy is amplifying clarity. And clear quartz or tourmaline quartz might be exactly what it is that you need in the energies this week if you're going through a psycho-spiritual scrub. So I think get ready to set those intentions to shine your light brighter than ever. And it's kind of time to shed light on any negative vices, any victim mentality, emotional vampires in your life, in order to have that clear view as to where it is you need to go. So maybe somebody's recently got kicked into the gutter. Maybe they belong in the gutter, but I feel the energy is ranging from this black void this empty space to this expansion. So I feel somebody's been feeling like they've had a chain around their neck when it comes to a certain situation or a person creating blocks for their path, whether it's family member or, you know, a friend, but you can't keep looking at life with the glass half empty type energy, okay? So that's when we fall prey to all of these emotional vampires, and I feel we just can't go down that road anymore, fire signs. So it's time to pick up the pieces and to journey towards making a difference. So get ready to arm up because something is getting cleared. Maybe something's been icy cold for a while, but I feel stepping into your healing energy. Wiping the slate clean, 0 point energy for my fire sign collective, clean slate. I think you're in for a brutal week of energies when it comes to some extra shady visits from the past, but this is really going to move you into a new space. So get ready to release any lingering bad vibes. I think it's really time to work with the crystals to clear away this energy, and you're going to want to be gentle with yourself, fire signs. But let's see what the tarot has to say for my fire signs. I just saw the King of Wands reversed and the Lovers, so we might have somebody very angry. Maybe there's going to be an unexpected choice in love. Could be dealing with a Gemini, fire signs, but let's see what the cards have to say when it comes to these energies. Oh my God. Wow. What do we got here? Moving on from toxicity, there's going to be an unexpected shakeup. Get ready for a quick turn of events. Unexpected tower coming in, which will lead to a brand new beginning and wish fulfillment. Beautiful energy. So this is what we got. Stretch the limitations of your imagination. We got the Four of Wands with the Ten of Pentacles, but some rats got in the mix, and I think it's kind of time to release any third-party interference because we have a spiritual union trying to come in, and this will lead to a long-lasting legacy for the future, a shift in family foundations, but maybe there needs to be an apology. Either somebody's been dealing with an Empress in reverse or somebody has not valued this Empress, but there's going to be a revelation. If somebody's been dealing with an Empress in reverse, there could be a revelation of a cheating scenario, but there's secrets coming out. And this Queen of Cups has a lot of love to give. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Libra, Pisces. But I feel somebody's getting ready to maybe give up their fear of independence. They're breaking free from something toxic. They're moving on. And there's going to be a tower to break apart something that's very unhealthy in order for somebody to manifest a brand new beginning. Yeah, there's a need for moderation and balance. And I kind of feel somebody's been watering a dead tree for a long time. There's been a lot of drama. There's been a lot of chaos. There's been a lot of gossip behind the scenes. And somebody's coming towards big, big love here is what I feel. Capricorn energy, breaking free from a toxic cycle. Moving on to calmer waters, getting ready to give up their independence. So I think get ready for somebody to come in with an offer. And there is a lot of love here. So let's get you a couple last advice cards. Fire signs. We're going to start off with Aries. What other message needs to come through for my Aries collective, please? Emerald, ceremonies and celebrations. Virgo got that, so you could be dealing with a Virgo. Aries doesn't have to be, but this is a time of an important life passage. So a spiritual activation, a spiritual wedding of some sort, and I feel graduating to the next level. So what needs to come through for Leo? An advice card for Leo, please. Advice card for Leo. Forgiveness heals. Where do you need to release any resentment or bitterness? Because there's some repressed anger here that's been blocking your pathway to vitality, health, and happiness. So forgiveness is coming up for my Leo collective. So get ready to forgive. And Sag, unnecessary worries. So you got nothing to worry about, Sag. Release any burden of worries to the angels. Give it to God, because I feel you got a new romantic partnership coming in here. Either a new or a renewed romantic love is here for you. So release any worries. Release. That's what I got, guys. I really hope you enjoyed the way I switched this up. Let me know in the comments section if you liked this, if you didn't like it, if you want to see more of this. And I look forward to seeing you all again next time. I hope you all have a great week ahead. Let's get through this energy shift because we are stepping into our true karmic pathway, and you know, it takes a lot of strength. So get ready for an intense week, everybody, and I will see you all next time. Thank you.